Hello, fellow freelancers, and I'm back. Sorry, I haven't been very good with videos lately. We've been moving to a new place, and me and my wife with a baby, and we've been moving to our new house, new location. This probably looks exactly the same as my old videos because I have the exact same setup. I have my books right behind my desk. But anyway, now we're in a new place and kind of sort of getting settled in, so things should be a bit better. And I have like this whole backlog of videos of stuff I want to talk about and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get right to it. Once again, first of all, before we get going, if you want to leave a comment, please feel free to leave a comment anywhere you want. I just ask if in front of your comment, if you can put your language combination, whatever it might be. If you can put French to Arabic or, English to Spanish or EN to ES, whatever it is. And then your comments later. And this is just so, you can see what languages other people have, what languages you have, and stuff like that. And just to compare, and also so I get an idea of what different language combinations there are amongst the viewers. Anyway, let's get into it. So today I wanted to talk about a question I received on, it was in one of my courses, I believe. And I mean, it was in my course, it was the Freelance Translator course. And it was, sorry, I'm looking for, okay. Oh, yeah. And it was a question, basically this guy asked it privately in the course, so I won't say the name or anything, but basically asked if he could put his agency name on prose.com, if it was okay to put the name of his quote-unquote agency instead of his real name on prose.com. I think it was Prose or Upwork, I don't know. Anyway. Sorry, these are kind of old questions, and I just have them listed, and I don't really remember now because, like I said, I have a backlog. Anyway, the whole question was, when you sign up, and this is the question I'm going to address now, is when you sign up for Prose.com, Upwork, or any of these Translators Cafe, any one of these websites to be a translator, can you put your name? And I've always said, put your real name and try to have as much transparency as possible. But he was asking if he could put his agency name. He set up an agency. I don't know if he did so legally or not, but he kind of runs under an agency name or a company name, and he wanted to see if he could put that. And so I want to say a couple of things about this. First of all, I think you're allowed to. On Prose and Upwork, they're trying to change it and make it more transparent. So probably not on Upwork now. Now they want you to use your real name. And then later you can set up another thing as a company if you wish, but otherwise you need to use your real name. But Prose.com and Translators Cafe, I think you can. But the whole thing is, I believe it's kind of a moot point because I don't think you should. I think anytime you sign up and for any one of these things, you should just put your real name. It doesn't have to be, look, you can put instead of, John Smith, you can put John S. or J. Smith. Or, you can put something like that. But at least to show that it is a real name and, they're dealing with a real person rather than a nickname or a company name. Now, especially not a company name. The problem with a company name is they're going to assume you're an agency. And when people want to hire a freelance translator, they usually don't want an agency. There are two different things. And so, for example, because I do run an agency now, and so I am looking for freelance translators. If I want a Portuguese to French translator, I'm going to look for a Portuguese to French translator. If an agency gets in touch with me, I usually discard those right away because A, they have their own markup, and so the prices tend to be, higher. B, even if I get a good translation from them one time, I don't know if I'm going to get a good translation from them a second time, because many times they farm it out to this translator, then to that translator and something like that. And sometimes it's hard to get consistency and stuff like that. And so, yeah, if I need to translate like 14 different languages at once and I don't have time to look for all the different translators, then yeah, obviously you get an agency. But otherwise, I want the translator themselves. And so if you represent yourself as an agency and you don't offer 14 different languages, then it can be very dangerous and people will skip over you and in favor of other people who look like they're just a freelance translator, and that's what they do. So I really advise against using a company name or an agency name on these as your profile name on these websites. I think you should just have your name if you are worried about privacy. And I've mentioned this kind of before. You can put initials or something along those lines, but something that shows transparency, shows honesty, shows, something simple. This is my name and that's it. And I'm a freelancer. Nothing too cute, nothing too crazy or out there, stuff like that, because people aren't looking for that when they're looking for a translator. They're looking, like I've also mentioned many times before, they're finding you online. So trust is a big thing, and they need to find someone they feel they can trust, and just using your name is the best way to do that. So basically, if you are signing up for pros.com or anything like that, just use your name. I'd advise against using nicknames and definitely against using company names. And I think this ties into the fact that I talk about, and I know, I talk about this a bit in my course, and I might have here on YouTube as well, that many times you want to, you don't want to look like some person who's just in their basement kind of doing this on the side. You want to look like a real established business. But you shouldn't get this confused. That doesn't mean you should use a company name. A real established business means that it's you doing business for yourself, but that you are an established business person, and and this is your career, and you're a career freelancer, and that doesn't mean that you should become a company, because then it's a whole other ballgame. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I think when you sign up for these websites, you should use your real name or as close to it as you can get. I hope that helps some of you while you're signing up for these. And yeah, and look forward to other videos, because other videos will be coming up. And that's pretty much it. Please don't forget to click like if you find this video useful. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And don't forget to check out my courses and stuff. The cheapest place to get my course is the link below. Also, I offer one-on-one consulting. I offer reviews of your resume and your profile page and stuff like that. You find links to all of that down there in the description below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, thanks. Bye. Savedum.